It's now time for the Rebirth Sports full game recap. We go all the way back to March 5th, the year 2024, when the Nashville Predators were welcoming the Montreal Canadiens for the second and final time in this regular season meeting. Head coach Andrew Brunette deploys his lines and his defensive pairings in the following way, and this should sound familiar because he has the same combinations as the 8-game previous. It is Forsberg, Riley, Nyquist, Trennan, Sissons, Glass, Jankowski, Novak, Evangelista, Smith, McCarron, and Sherwood. On the defensive side of things, you'll see Fabro, Shannon McDonough, Luzon, and Carrier in net. You see Saros. We are just 23 seconds into the game at Bridgestone Arena, and it is Allen coming with a save on Alex Carey, the first shot on goal of the game at 1:07 of the first period. Saros comes with a save on Joel Armia at the 1:34 mark of the first period. UC Saros coming with a save on Gallagher, 3:23 of the first period. We find our first special teams scenario as Goulet picks up a penalty, 2 minutes for tripping. Sherwood earning the power play for his Nashville Predators squad. Allen comes with a save on Evangelista's backhand off of the rush. Speed, power, but no finish here for Luke Evangelista. Allen then comes up with a save on Colton Sissons and his deflection, and then at 6:13, back to even strength now. Allen comes up with a save on McCarron. At 6:49 of the first period, UC Saros coming up with a save on Slakowski's deflection. At the 8:03 mark of the first period, it is Allen coming up with another save on Alex Carrier. At the 11:06 mark of the first period, it is Allen coming up with a save on O'Reilly's one-timer from the left circle, kind of between the circle and the slot, but at least a little bit of an angle to it, so not truly to the slot, but a big-time save by Allen on the one-timer right here. 12:56 of the first period. It's Saros coming with a save on Harvey Pinard, plus the 2 rebound jam opportunities right there on the goal line by Pearson. Saros had to be strong right here to not allow the puck to get through. At the 15:24 mark of the first period, we find our first goal of the game breaking through. It is the Nashville Predators on home ice. It is, of course, Philip Forsberg, his 30th goal of the season, team leading his now 4th 30th goal of the season. It comes on the backhand, and it was off of Luke Evangelista feed laterally across the slot. Forsberg had to pull it over to the backhand because of the stick check by the Montreal defender. Really good finish here by Philip Forsberg for his 30th goal of the season, giving Nashville Predators a 1-0 lead. At 18:16 of the first period, Saros comes with a save on Savard. At the 19:52 mark of the first period, UC Saros comes up with one more save, this time on Goulet. The Nashville Predators outshoot the Montreal Canadiens 14-11 over the course of the first 20 minutes of regulation. We go to the clean sheet of the second period, and we find the second 20 minutes of regulation in 31 seconds in. It's UC Saros coming with a save on Joel Armia, much like we started out early in the game. 1:35, it's Allen coming with a save on Nyquist. Then at 1:59, it's Allen coming with a save on Dante Fabro. We go to the 3:15 mark of the second period. We find Allen coming with a save on Alex Carey, who was doing a really good job firing pucks on the net this entire game. At the 4:12 mark, right off the face-off here in the second period, it's Schenn versus Anderson, 5 minutes each. Anderson definitely landed the first early punch, and then Schenn landed the good late punches. They each go sit for 5 minutes. At the 5:11 mark of the second period, it is Gus Nyquist with his 12th goal of the season. Philip Forsberg with just an absolutely great feed from the below the goal line to the low slot area for Nyquist to finish this playoff easily. As a matter of fact, the Nashville Predators passing all the way from behind their own net all the way till the puck was in the back of the net was pretty incredible on this play. The Predators definitely in sync at this moment of the game, leading to nothing. The 5:29 mark of the second period, it's Harris off the box. 2 minutes for holding, putting the Nashville Predators on the power play. It's going to be Allen coming up with a save on Glass, and then Allen coming up with another save on Nyquist. That's going to do it for the Nashville Predators power play. They're buzzing, and they're putting on plenty of pressure, but they are not able to put Montreal away here in the second period. 9:53 of the second period. It is Saros coming up with a save on Caulfield at the 10:30, so almost 9 minutes without a shot on goal for the Montreal Canadiens right there, and Saros a very light second period so far. 10:36 of the second period, it's Alex Carey off the box. 2 minutes for hooking. Saros would have to come up with a big save on Caulfield right here, and then Saros would have to come up with a second big save on Caulfield. The sniper was looking to go to work, and he was starting to pull Montreal back into this game. At the 12:40 mark of the second period, UC Saros comes with a save on Harris. At the 15:16 mark of the second period, it's Allen coming up with a save on Philip Forsberg. On the same shift at 15:53, Allen another save on Philip Forsberg. Forsberg was buzzing all over the place, trying to put the dagger into the Montreal Canadiens after scoring his 30th earlier in this game. We go to the 16:02 mark of the second period. CC Saros coming up with a save on Newhook at the 16:23 mark of the second period. We see Saros come up with a save on Armia at close range. Really good save right here. But at 16:39, it's Gallagher getting his 10th goal of the season. Dante Fabro kind of caught in between on a play, gets beaten. The Montreal Canadiens capitalize on this. Gallagher with a really good shot. His 10th goal of the season gets Montreal on the board for the first time in this game. The Nashville Predators still hold a 2-1 lead. So up to this point, the Predators are dominating. They give up one goal after one missed play in the defensive end. No problem. Absolutely no problem. Everything's going to be fine at Bridgestone Arena. Let me go over to the backside of the sheet. And what are you talking about? What? Savard scores his third goal of the season, tying the game up at 2 apiece 6 seconds later on a dump-in off of the glass, which goes down to the corner and then perfectly into the net while UC Saros is standing behind the net. That actually happened. That really did happen. Yes, it did. It happened. This game is tied at 2 apiece. One of the strangest goals you're going to see all season long. Savard gets awarded with his third. He dumped it in hard. It goes off the glass, gets the ricochet, goes into the net while UC Saros is standing behind the net watching the whole thing unfold. So we have a brand new hockey game. We hit the end of the second period. Montreal out shooting Nashville now 22-21. We go to the clean sheet of the third period, and with the tie game, the two teams still kind of a little bit stunned, feeling each other out as if it's a whole new game. 2:22 into the third period. It's Allen coming with a save on McDonough. Jankowski coming in for the follow-up opportunity at the 4:02 mark of the third. UC Saros comes with a save on Caulfield off of the rush. Then at 4:19 on the same shift, Saros another save on Caulfield. 6:32 mark of the third period. It's Allen coming with a save on Forsberg plus the follow-up by Schenn. We hit the 7-minute mark of the third period. UC Saros comes with a save on Matherson. At the 7:38 mark, Saros a save on Gallagher. And the 9:33 mark of the third period, it is Allen coming with a save on O'Reilly's backhand. Another great scoring opportunity for the Predators. 11:47 of the third period is Allen coming with a save on Forsberg. The Predators seeming to gain some momentum, some more possession, some more offensive zone time, and getting closer into the net. That's where you find them at 12:19. O'Reilly, his 23rd goal of the season, comes on a step-out move from below the goal line. He received the pass down below behind the net along the boards, picked it up, stepped out from below the goal line, found the lane he was looking for, and went ahead and sniped in the top corner. His 23rd goal of the season gives the Nashville Predators a 3-2 lead in the third period. The teams are starting to pick up the pace again, and at 14:55 of the third period, that's when Waugh comes up with his second goal of the season, tying this game up at 3 apiece. Montreal is on the board now with a wrist shot off of the rush. A neutral zone turnover by the captain, Roman Josi, leads to the rush by Waugh, and he finishes the playoff with a sick wrister. This game is tied up at 3 apiece, but at 16:58 of the third period, McCarron seems to put the puck into the net. No, he does put the puck in the net, but once it is challenged for a high stick and everyone gets a chance to see the replay, the play was overturned, and this is, in fact, the absolute correct call. But Michael McCarron, great hand-eye coordination for just a moment. It looked like the Nashville Predators were about to take a 4-3 lead. We reset the score at 3-3 with 3 minutes to go in this game. At the 17:44 mark of the third period, Saros coming with a save on Gallagher, plus the follow-up by Evans. Montreal making a bid to win this game. At 18:11 of the third period, the Nashville Predators incredibly sloppy line change leads to too many men on the ice penalty. The Predators would not give up a single shot on goal for the remainder of regulation, which means the Nashville Predators would secure a point for the 9th consecutive game. Montreal outshoots the Preds 29-28 for regulation. Carryover of 11 seconds for the Montreal power play, so we started off in a 4-on-3 scenario. But at 17 seconds, just after the power play ends in a 4-on-4 scenario, it's Suzuki scoring his 25th goal of the season. It was a sharp angle one-time snipe from down on one knee, giving the Montreal Canadiens a 4-3 win at Bridgestone Arena in overtime. Only one shot on goal in overtime. It's Montreal's 30th shot on goal, and they outshoot the Nashville Predators 30-28. So again, the Montreal Canadiens come back from down 2-0 and down 3-2 and win this game 4-3 in overtime. The Nashville Predators over the first 36 minutes of this game looked like they were absolutely going to dust the Montreal Canadiens. And then over the final 23 minutes of this game and the 17 seconds of overtime, the Nashville Predators did not succeed in doing so. As a matter of fact, one sharp angle goal seemed to deflate this team, and the Nashville Predators really never gained their dominance again in this one, falling for the first time in 9 games, but they do still pick up a point, and that is of critical importance. We've got so much more to talk about when it comes to this 4-3 overtime loss at Bridgestone Arena for the Nashville Predators. We're going to do that coming up next. It's full analysis, box score, and so much more on the Renegades of Puck podcast. That was the Rebirth Sports Full Game Recap.